Hello there. 4 generals have spoken out against plans to further slash UK defence. Firstly, please subscribe and like this video to give my channel a boost, and I'm always uploading new content, so please do check back every day, and a big thanks to my Patreon and PayPal supporters. It is expected that at the end of a defence review next month, the UK Armed Forces will once again see the number of troops cut back as well as the loss of defence assets. And as a result, 4 generals, Lord Dannatt, Lord Richards, Lieutenant General Jonathan Riley and Major General Tim Cross have spoken out against it. Speaking to the Daily Mail, the force said that further reductions in our defence forces would damage our relationship with the US and our position in NATO. The sort of cuts expected are for the troop levels to be cut down by 10,000 to 72,000. Compare that to 2012 when we had 100,000. Then there's the expected early retirement of 4 Type 23 frigates and 53 Typhoon fighter aircraft, and the 1,900-strong RAF Regiment that protects airbases may also be cut by hundreds. Now, back in November last year, the Prime Minister Boris Johnson stood up and made a statement in the House, saying things like, "For decades, British governments have trimmed and cheese-pared our defence budget," and "I have decided that the era of cutting our defence budget must end, and it ends now," as well as "I am increasing defence spending by £24.1 billion over the next 4 years. That's £16.5 billion more than our manifesto commitment, raising it as a share of GDP to at least 2.2%, exceeding our NATO pledge, and investing £190 billion over the next 4 years, more than any other European country and more than any other NATO ally except the United States." And then to put all of that in the context of the day, "I have done this in the teeth of the pandemic, amid every other demand on our resources, because the defence of the realm and the safety of the British people must come first." So we'll cut some troops, ships, planes and stuff then. Well, I think this might be about spending less money on traditional defence and more on smart tech. But Lord Dannatt is quoted in the Mail piece as saying that, unlike back in the 1991 and 2003 Gulf Wars, the UK cannot now put one single division of troops into any new major conventional conflict. And Colonel Richard Kemp, who served in Northern Ireland, the Gulf Wars, Bosnia, Afghanistan and Iraq, tweeted, "Planned cuts to the British Army, 4 generals oppose. We need both technology and troops. Anyone who thinks boots on the ground can be replaced by robots, certainly in the span of this defence review and the next 10, is living in a dream world." And then there's military aid to the civil authorities to consider. You know, things like helping out with floods and pandemics. Fewer troops equals less available help. But there is one thing that these cuts to numbers will do. Those cuts will ensure that the UK can never go it alone in any future conflict ever again. We will always have to be operating with another military power to meet our objectives. And we all know exactly which entity that would end up being, don't we? Yes, the European Union. As far as I see it, the UK is being led by cuts back under EU influence via backdoor control over our foreign and defence policies. So what do you think about these defence cuts? Please share and comment below. And if you want to hear more from me, please don't forget to subscribe and also press that little bell, or you won't get any notifications. And if you want to see more of me, buy a mug with my mug on it by following the link in the descriptions box below, and support me on Patreon or PayPal. And thank you for watching.